Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, live from Studio 630 in the burbs of Chicago. It is time now for another episode of Outside the Box. Outside the Box. With your hosts, Oz Osborne and Pee Wee Taylor.
Welcome back to my channel because I am the new host and I am stealing the channel, and my co-host is that dude over there, my dad, Oz, he's the co-host.
Hey!
I'm the new host.
What are you doing?
I'm snatching your channel.
No, I don't think so. No.
Yeah.
What are you doing? I leave you alone for 5 minutes. What the hell is going
Snatching
on
your
here?
channel.
And we are live. Welcome back, everybody, to the Wicked Garage. I am your host, Oz. This is my other host, Pee Wee.
Hello. We're back. Welcome back.
We're back. And we're on what episode now? 14, this is?
Yes.
14. And we were hoping for 7, and we are way past that. The funny thing is, with the guests that we've got scheduled, or kind of scheduled, but we've talked to, we'll be well into our 20s.
Oh, yeah.
So what's up, Pee Wee?
Shit.
Let's fill these people in. I'm grabbing my notes. I don't like to look at my
You
notes.
want to do some personal updates on what we're up to?
Let's fill them in on the cast a little bit.
Okay.
We didn't do a whole lot. We're playing with some editing. Obviously, you see some things. We just changed up our lighting, trying to make it so it seems a little homier here, and we actually look like we're alive and not washed out.
The lighting
like
is much better than it was.
Hopefully, it doesn't look like we're standing in the dark. But we're playing around with a little bit. We haven't got a whole lot other than just playing with editing. So, what do you got, Pee Wee? What's up? What's new with you?
Went to WoW. Went to World of Wheels.
You went to WoW?
Yeah.
World of Wheels.
Took 3rd place in Custom Compact.
Tell me that the PT Cruiser didn't beat you.
I think it took 1st.
Fuck PT
Can you
Cruisers!
believe that? You know what, though? With ISCA, they cater to hot rods. They cater to old-timey look. It's like old guys.
Yeah, but let me back you up a little bit.
Back me up here.
Let me ask you a little something. Did you have your hood open?
The hood, everything was open but the hood. But here's why. I wasn't there when the judges were there. And 2 reasons that I usually do have the hood open, but I wasn't there when the judge got there because...
They do it at night when you're not there.
Is that how that works?
I forgot to tell you.
The other thing is I didn't disconnect my ground terminal. And with an indoor show, you can only have a quarter tank and you got to disconnect your ground, and I never did.
Well, that may have been what did it for you.
Possibly, but my engine really isn't.
Yeah, but we talked about that in the last episode.
We
You
did.
got 0 points. And if the PT Cruiser had anything... Did you do your judges sheet?
Yes.
Cool.
I did do a display sheet. There's pictures all over. I'm sure everyone's seen them.
I've got some pictures.
But,
no, I'll let you talk. I just wanted to bring that up.
yeah, that's a really crazy show. It was nuts.
It was a lot of fun, dude. And
My roll-in time was 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock on Thursday. I didn't leave until 10. And I didn't even park. I had Brian park it for me.
That's what I heard.
And then I went to work at 2 o'clock the next day. It was great. I was so damn tired. But, yeah, it was a good time. It was a good show. Met some cool people.
It was a lot of fun, man. We definitely had a lot.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
And it was good to get out of hibernation. That was for sure.
Oh, God, yeah. I was ready for a show.
For sure.
What about you, Oz? What do you got going on?
I have been busy. Not only did I get your shift or your products done.
Yes, thank you. They look
I
great.
got Brian's shift knob done, and I got Ethan's engine cover done, which looked really good on the car.
That was the coolest looking thing on the car.
So I was really happy with that. And that was that. And that was 2 weeks ago. Well, last week.
Yes, that was last week.
Then we had a little thing go on in here. The winter was bad enough on my XB Das Creature that I ended up hitting a deer. And I'm sure you guys have seen it, and I'll have a picture that goes up here. But, yeah, I hit a deer. It wasn't that bad. It was just enough to make insurance cover what happened to the car over the winter. So the nice thing about it is I've already gotten a check because it was nice. And this is one of the things I'll explain to some of you guys. You know, I work in a body shop, as you may know. But when it came time for the check, it could either cost me $500 in my deductible, or I can just cash out, fix it myself, and do what I want. And then what happens is I get a big check, and I get to do whatever I want, and then fix the car as I want. So I'm getting a new bumper. I'm getting a new, well, I'm not going to get the lower lip. I changed my mind. I actually saw somebody had posted a lower lip that I wanted. I don't like how it flared out at the bottom. I'm going to make my own. So
are you gonna shave the front bumper down to reduce it or no?
I really want to. I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know, man. With it being a daily.
Well, I've already figured out if I do that, I know how to do the bumper bar, which I'm probably going to do that anyway because the insurance wrote it for a bumper bar. But I'll just freaking.
Did they write you in for a new bumper bar on that?
Bumper bar, dude. He did everything. He found the fender was bent, and I didn't realize it. You'll see it in some of the pictures.
It doesn't look bad. But I noticed it after a certain.
It was $2,200 worth of damage.
Wow, and I can't even believe it was that much.
Yeah. Well, you guys got to think, and you guys all know this. If you've ever tried to find a factory lip for an XB, it's more expensive than most of the lips.
And the rear bumpers too. You know that bottom skirt.
Yeah.
Somebody will lose one side. The dealership replacement is like crazy, and nobody will just sell you just the bottom lip.
No. Well, you can find it. I think Rock Auto and them got it. I think.
Yeah, but I've heard they fit worth the shit.
I think the lower lip of it was like $150 for the front, and I'm like, eh. So there's parts of mine that are left, and what I'm going to do is like, what I'm toying with, and I know it's not going to end up that way. I'm going to go take the old bumper that I got off the front of rail and box. I'm going to put it on there temporarily. And then what I'm going to do is the lower lip on rail and box I made out of a back bumper from an XB. I flipped it upside down and grafted it in, and that's what I'm going to do.
Right.
But I'm going to do it a little different this way because on this one I've got. I changed it somehow. I don't remember how I did it, but there's the piece where the lower grill dips down into the lower lip. I'm going to keep that this time.
Yeah.
So it'll be a little bit different, but I'm going to do that. So I've got that. Well, and when I got that check, which I just got yesterday. I say that now. It had been a week. It would be a week before this one comes out. But I got that check already. Had my hands. They were. What do you want to say? What do they say? It's money burning a hole in your pocket, not your hands. Yeah. That's what it is. I already hit up Rando. Rando's got the money for the struts that he's building. I hit up Jimmy Roberts and talked to him about bags. So he's going to be looking into some shipping for me. And tomorrow on Monday, he's going to have that. And I will send him the money for that. So I'll have all that. So that means I'll have the struts. I'll have the rear setup for it. I just picked up valves from Brian. I'm going old school with it. I want you to see all the mechanical parts of the air ride on this. And I've got a vision in my head. I got old SMC valves. I got 8 of them, which I'm only going to use 4. But I'm going to do that. I got those. What else do I got? Let me look at my notes here.
You still want to build like a nutty trunk setup? I
am going to do that. And I'm going to have you do that. We're going to build a wood section right behind the back seats. And then what I want is I'm going to run 2 3-gallon tanks. I'm going to put them straight up and down. So half of them, it goes through the wood. And then I'm going to hard line it all between. And you're going to see all the valves and all the compressors are going to be mounted.
I'm glad you're doing 2 3 gallons instead of those big long tube 5-gallon ones. Because what's going to happen is if you go straight up with the 5-gallon one, I'm thinking the bracketry to build that, it's going to be fucking tall. Like if you put that 5-gallon thing, because it's almost 2.5 feet long or something.
Yeah.
Those tube ones.
Well,
it'll be poking over the back seat.
I just want something different, and I've seen a couple people do some 3 gallons, and I like the idea, and I think it'll be great.
Yeah, I like them.
They'll be hard lined together, but I'm still going to have a compressor for each one, and hopefully, either if I go with you to Mini Truck Nats, or I'm going to send you down with some money to get a compressor.
If you end up not being able to make it, I'll get you on the phone, whatever you want. I'll pick it up.
Hopefully we can get some cheap fires for it. So I was going to run the 480s again, but I might not. I might run 444s.
I don't think you need. Okay, you could do the 444s, or better yet, Joe used to run 380s. Here's the thing with the 380s: they don't fill as fast, but you've only got a 3 and a 3. The 380s run quieter, and they don't.
I ain't worried about that.
Oh, then get the 4.
It depends on price is what it's going to come down to.
And the other thing is the 380s have less of a power draw. That's another thing too, because when you go up to those 480s or the 440s, the amperage draw is higher.
Yeah,
that's something to think about. But you could get away with either or.
So I did that. I also hit up John Hardgrove. I don't know if you guys saw. He's the guy that was selling the little covers that go over your latches on the XB, like when you open doors.
Oh yeah, I have a set of those. I got mine from eBay, but
he posted about them, and I said, hit me up when you get black ones, and he hit me back up and said, I got a set, and I said, cool, send them to me. But I'm going to tell you guys something. This guy's a class act. I'm going to tell you right up. He's selling them for $10, and I said, is that for 2 or for 4? He's like, no, that's for 4.
Yeah, they're not terribly expensive.
He goes,
that's not bad at all.
He goes,
$10.
Would you be mad if it was for only 2? And I said, for $10? No.
No, they're nice, because if it's the same thing like I got, it's like a tin cover and it goes over that latch and the door, right? Yeah, $10 ain't bad at all.
Well, and let me explain something to you. The guy's buying them. He's putting different tape on them because the tape that comes with them sucks.
The tape that comes on them sucks balls. I swap mine out with 3M.
And he's selling them for $10. I don't think he's making any money. So
he's got to make it something.
I sent him some more extra money. I sent him $5. I said, dude, here. And I want to encourage you guys, give the guy some money. He's freaking...
especially when you're giving him away like that.
He just wants to, offer them to you guys, and he thought it was cool to be able to do that. But you know what? I think the guy's got to make some coin, and we got to support those people. So, throw him another $5-10 and whatnot. You're getting a quality product, and you're helping another XB guy out. He's just going to turn that money around and buy something for his. So, another person I hit up, which is somebody that I haven't talked to for a while, and I'm sitting here staring at my notes because I can't read it. Trevor Pest.
Oh, yeah, our boy Trevor.
He's a local guy here. He posted up a thing. It was an open deck grill. And I'm like, I need a grill. So
I like the ODs. So
he's like, I saw him, I'm like, dude, I want that grill. He's like, cheers. I'm like, all right, cool. I'll hit you up next week when I get my check. And then I got my check, and I'm like, I don't have time to go get it. I was like, can you put that in the mail? He's like, I'll just hold it till I see you.
Where does he, what part of town is he in?
I don't know.
Close to here?
I don't know. He said he's an hour from me, so I should probably, but we'll figure it out.
Just go over there and go. Dude, the shipping on it? Yeah, that's
that's what he told me. He's like, dude, it's going to cost you more to ship it.
Check this out. When I first got my XB, this is before I even bagged it. I went and bought a brand new TRD exhaust. It was like mounted one time. It never really ran.
Yeah.
And it was a guy, Andrew Ponty was his name. He's a cool cat. He's got a blue release series. It's all VIP. It's nice. But he was in Indiana. He met me in Indianapolis. I was going to ship that, and I had the clear, the Australian grill, the bug deflector for the Ruckus. It's still in the bag sealed. I'm refusing to let it go or sell it or open it.
You're never going to use it.
I'm never going to use it. I'm just going to hoard it. But it was cheaper for me to drive round trip, way cheaper than to ship. I mean, I'm talking, I probably saved like $100 just driving out there. Took a day. It was fun. But
Well, I got to thank him for that. I didn't want to let him sit there and hold it forever. I told him I'd send him the money. He's just like, I'll get it to you whenever. So
Yeah,
thank you very much for that.
He's a cool cat. I like that cat.
I also got to thank my buddy Jason Smith. I ran into him at World of Wheels. He's a guy. He's in Roman Chariots Car Club. It's more of a rat roddy car club. He hit me up or ran into him. He's actually helping running the show, which was cool.
Yeah, he was a
And he tells me, him and his wife are like, we got something for you. You just got to come buy the car. And then he hands me, grab my steering wheel. Grabs my steering wheel.
as fuck.
I freaking lent this to him like years ago. This is a Billet Specialties flame steering wheel, and I can't seem to get the thing there. There you go. Anyway.
It's probably just laying in his garage. He's like,
no, it's been on his car forever, and I've been asking him for it and asking him for it, and he's like, here, I got it for you. I'm like, dude, I haven't seen that thing in years.
I wonder what he's got now for a steering wheel.
He doesn't. He's trying to get rid of that car.
Oh.
So, that's about all I got for that.
I'm thinking about bagging the XA.
I think you should bag the XA.
I have a tank. Brian sold me the tank out of his Ombre. I have 4 leftover valves from when I bought new shit for the XB. All I need is the struts, bags, and airlines, and I already have a switch box too.
That's something I got to look
into.
into.
AVS switch box out of the XB.
That's something I got to look to, and it reminds me because maybe there's a gentleman out there by the name of Will Rucker. He used to make them for Rando. I want one of those cool ones that you guys used to make. I think I hit him up.
What do they look like?
He used to make some really cool ones. I think I may even asked him about it, and I don't think he's doing it anymore.
You know what? I got an update. So I switched to 4 valves. My car pretty much drives exactly the same on 4 valves.
I'm telling you,
and
man.
it's the sway bars. It's the sway bars is the only reason that works. And the other thing too is I have those Carling bat switches where it's on, off, on, momentary. They work great.
See, now I'm toying with doing that.
They got a nice click to them. They're great.
I don't know. I really like the switch box, but I don't know. I'm toying with that idea. Just running a switch.
You put it right in the dashboard, dink, right there. It's not laying on the floor. It's not sitting in your lap. You just reach over and hit it.
Trying to make a distinction between the two cars, and I want things to be a little bit different, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's hard to do too.
I got this switch box down here. What
do you got?
This is the one that I was making for Raylan. That Brian hooked me up with, but it's already. It's kind of set up to run on Raylan box.
Oh, keep it for Raylan box then. We'll figure something else out.
But I think that's about it. You got anything else?
I think that wraps up our updates.
So we're gonna do something a little bit different on this one as well. We're gonna run the news portion as a completely separate thing, so that you guys can be like, oh, you know what? I got 20 minutes to kill before I go back to lunch. From lunch, you can watch it on your phone, and we'll see if that works, and we're just going to try some shit out. So what we're going to do now is we're going to skip past that, and we're going to go right into an amazing interview with Mr. Rich Waterman. That's what we got to bring up.
We got some corrections.
We've got some corrections because we are not perfect, and we want to show you guys that we're not perfect. Not only did we get Rich Waterman and Rick Hernandez's name wrong. Well, I shouldn't say we. That was all on me.
Yeah. I was like, wait a minute.
As I'm sitting here telling people, Pee-wee, this is how it is. And I was wrong, which I cracked up when I saw it when I was editing. But not only did we get those wrong, but we got the freaking date wrong.
Oh, my God. We fucked that up.
On Bovagon. And I'll tell you what. I won't forget it now because I know it's the 5th. So, Mr. Rich. Dude, I screwed it up again. Rick Hernandez, I apologize for you, sir, for getting your name wrong and for getting your date wrong. But hopefully you guys all know, and it's like etched into your head now that it is the 5th.
The 5th.
Of
October. I'm excited.
Of October at, do you remember where it's
at?
UTI. We won't forget this shit. We made fun of it, but we won't forget. And thanks to Rich. Also, I got your name wrong, sir. I am apologize for that. And so I will now shut up, and we will go right on into that interview with Rich. Another kick-ass video, and another great guy that you get to know all about. And hopefully, you guys, it was a little mini truck heavy. I will say that.
It is. No, it's not like mini truck heavy. It is mini truck heavy.
But
that's our background, and that's
and
what we do.
What we want to do is bring a little bit of that culture to you guys, so that you can see that, you know, maybe you are stance, but hey, you're still welcome to go to these mini truck shows. And Rich wants to see you, Pee Wee and I want to see you, and everybody wants to see you.
On that note, if you are import heavy, or you've only gone to import shows and you've never been to a mini truck show,
definitely branch out.
Go to a mini truck show. Even if you don't put your car in, even if you just get to go, totally different vibe, totally different atmosphere. It's really not even the same thing.
No, it's not.
Really not.
And it's great to get out and to see that other part, because it's completely different. You get to meet new people and you'll open up. You know, a lot of these guys that, you know, are into the low thing, we get our influences from that, and that's what we want to kind of show you guys. We understand that you do what you want to do, but you may see that and you may be interested in it, and maybe you're going to get your second XB and you're going to body drop it. I don't know. I'll just put that out. Anyway, keep what you're doing, guys. We will see you on the other side of our interview here, and enjoy. And I will shut the fuck up.
Trap lane. Okay, put these hoes in a coma.
And we're live. Today we have our guest, Rich Waterman from All Time Low Magazine. He's also a fellow XB driver. Here we go. Rich, how are you today?
Not too bad. How you guys doing?
We're all right.
We're doing good, man. We got some snow over here. Did you guys get any?
Actually, no. Like, they were talking about it, and I let the dogs out again just right before doing this, and actually, it's kind of nice to hear for us, so Indiana, you never know. So they were wrong this time, but unless it's coming tonight, and God, I hope it's not. I'm tired of this.
Yeah, me too, man.
I'm ready for show season. I've had enough of this winter. So, Rich, why don't you? Yeah, why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself for the people who don't know who you are?
I'm just another guy that likes all this stuff, man. I don't think I'm anybody special, but Scions, I've been in it for, God, forever. Like, my XB, like, I first fell in love with them. I actually used to work at Toyota as a sales rep when they very first opened the store over here, like, on the west side of Indy. And that's when they came out. It was in '05. Like, that's when they brought them here. And they're just so damn quirky. I loved them. I wanted to just mess with it and share shit. Like, fast forward a couple of years later, and I own the one that you now see today. But so some people, if you're back on like the psychotics forums, I was Dick in a Box. I was one of the MFICs for the indie chapter. So, but now a lot of people more know me, running the magazine, All Time Low magazine. It's kind of a mini truck based magazine. Well, really, it is a mini truck based magazine. That's really all that it is. But you'll see anything mini truck inspired, but that's really all that we're about. But how my Scion though, like I ended up helping build that up, and then all of a sudden found a Ranger that I loved, that from way back in the day that I saw the mini trucking. Ended up trading Kenny Morgan for that. Regretted it, honestly. Like, I loved the Ranger, but I always missed the damn box. And fast forward a couple years later, and like, what was it, year and a half ago, last August, so, or 2 August ago, saw it online and shot the guy an offer. Next thing I know, I was heading to Michigan to pick it back up. So I got my box back finally.
And that's funny because, you know, we always say we talk to a bunch of people and hear about them that sell them or trade them off, and they always regret it. I don't know what it is about them things, but man, they just.
Well, it's even kind of funny. Like, I talked to Kenny Morgan a lot, and I'll give Kenny credit. He did a lot of the work to it. So, and we can go through that, but not just Kenny, but actually there were 2 other owners after Kenny sold it, and then the guy that I picked it up from, and literally all 3 of them, actually one of them just contacted me about 2 weeks ago, he found that I owned it and was trying to get it back and so forth. And,
now there's multiple people trying to get back the same XB.
That's awesome.
That's funny.
Whoever's had it loves this damn thing. I mean, I don't know, it's fun. Like, although she's being kind of a, you know what now, like, I mean, I don't know if I can cuss on your podcast.
You can, man. You can do whatever you want.
Okay. She's being a bitch right now, like, but she broke down on me the other day, but so she's at my uncle's shop right now. So
oh no, yeah,
this is where she would normally sit. So we're here in her honor right now. So.
And that's funny because I know I woke up yesterday and I saw that you had it on the back of a flatbed. I'm like, oh, dude, what the hell happened?
Did they figure it out yet, or do you know it's the fuel pump?
I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I haven't went through it yet, in all honesty. I'm actually kind of blessed. My uncle has a shop. He's a diesel mechanic, though, so it's kind of funny at fucking family get-togethers. We have low vehicles, and all theirs are lifted
That's
trucks
great.
and stuff for fast cars. But no, he has a rollback, so I had him pick it up. I had a lot of stuff to do this weekend, so rather than me try to dick with it, just whatever. Drive another vehicle for a few days. They'll let them kind of dive through it, but I just went to merge on the interstate, and all of a sudden it just shit out on me when I hit about 70 mile an hour and lost all fuel pressure. So I'm guessing it's the fuel pump. I hope it's only the fuel pump, but we'll fucking see.
Well, either way, it shouldn't be too expensive, because what I've learned with fixing the XA is that these parts are cheap. Yeah. All of it. Every part is cheap. But so about ATI All Time Low magazine, where did you start with that and why did you do it? That's what we want to know. Oh.
What's that? All of a sudden it's breaking up a little bit.
Okay. Go ahead again.
What I was asking is about why did you start the magazine and like when did you start? Because I know you've been doing it for a few years.
Actually, we have. Actually, a lot of people don't realize this. It was my wife that started it originally.
I did hear that.
Beth is the originator of the magazine itself.
Really?
She actually, when we got together, a lot of people think we've been married longer than we have. It's been 6 years now. And basically, she started it and had it as a Facebook page and kind of started the growth of it, the whole photography of it. And then when we got together, I have a graphic design background also, and we started spitballing. It was like, hey, we didn't go print yet. We were digital originally, and we just had it to where it was digital, and you had the option to have it printed, which, God, the prints were horrible, to be honest. Anybody that tried doing that, like, I even warned them, like, but it was fun. It got started. Shit, we did that for a good year and a half, 2 years on the digital end, and then all of a sudden mini trucking left us all. Well, at this point, Beth was great at the marketing. We built a big following with it, so a lot of people were asking us, like, hey, have you guys really considered print? And people were trying to push us, and even friends behind it, just telling us to go for it. And we always thought about it, but I ain't gonna lie, after mini trucking left us, me and Beth just decided, fuck it, let's jump in with both feet and figure it out. And honestly, I mean, there's been some hiccups along the way, but we've been consistent. And now we released in Camp and Drag of, what has it been, 2015? Shit, so it'll be 4 years coming up this year. Jesus, time flies. But yeah, now we've built it to where originally we were releasing them about like every 3 months or so, like 3-4 months. So it was kind of quarterly to like 3 to 4 issues a year, but now we're up to bi-monthly. So every other month it's coming in the mail. You can do a yearly subscription. You actually save money. You get basically the cost of a free issue if you do subscribe. But yeah, that's kind of it in a nutshell. But now in that time though, since going to print, I mean, the names and people that we've had helped, like, I'm humbled by completely. And then to see even the support, like how far it's gone, like being in Japan now recently being in Australia, coming up here in issue 18, you'll see our first feature from Australia, like we were talking about in the show there. So
damn,
it's mind-boggling sometimes to see how far it's gone. So
you guys are going global,
but we're not stopping.
Well, and if most people that aren't too familiar with mini trucking, it took them years to do that.
It's global now. I mean, it's humbling to see it. Like,
and that's
all of them get pictures from like they're on a truck up Japan or something.
And that's what was really cool. You know, I come to really like the Truckmasters, and you guys have some killer coverage from Truckmasters, and it's amazing to see. You know, everybody here in the XB world is all about the JDM thing, but you look at this coverage from Truckmasters and you see how much of the American market is in those trucks over there. And the funny thing is they're killing the mini truck scene.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Japan, I mean, I'm blessed to be able to have Chuck Healy. He's from Negative Camber, but he's over there. His wife's actually stationed over there, so he's been able to help out on coverage, but God, the features from over there, like, I'm even holding on to stuff that I just want to release. Like, I think I could do a full issue on Japan, honestly, right now, like, and be okay, like, but
that would be really cool.
Even this last one, if you didn't see, we had 2 features from it that also had Truckmasters also, so there's a lot of Japan stuff in the last one.
Yeah, it's really cool to see the stuff coming out of Japan.
Oh, it's crazy. I mean, for a state the size of for a country the size of Illinois to just put out that much stuff is pretty wild.
You guys pause it now.
We got you?
We think we got a lousy connection.
Did you?
I can still hear you. Can you hear us?
I got my Wi-Fi off, so.
All right, we'll do this again now that
we're live.
We can actually see him and he's not so blurry.
That works.
Do we remember where we left off?
That's a lot better.
No, I don't.
Well, he was talking about. We were talking about the magazine, about where it started and why.
And we were talking about Japan.
Australia.
And Japan.
Japan and Australia.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, yeah. Hell, Australia. Mark Larkin. He's the kind of my big connection through there. He's actually the first feature, but he's become a vendor out there for us. He's selling subscriptions for everybody out there in Australia for us. And then Jasmine Green. She's been the one we were talking about on the photos. Like, right. She's been killing it for us. Like, wait till you guys see this next feature of his. Like, she literally knocked it out of the park. I thought it was a sunset picture that they were doing. No, these guys got up at the butt crack of dawn to knock this photo shoot out. So it's at a sunrise where you actually see this one. So
sunrise photos are the best.
Oh, You either want like for a photographer, like either that first hour in the day or the last hour before sunset. It's what we call the golden hour. And if you can shoot in that, like actually a lot of the pictures that you shared, like from Camp and Drag, where you saw me shooting like the Toyotas and stuff, like next to the water back there at Camp and Drag. I'm waiting for all those guys like right at the end of the day and trying to cram that in as much as possible to get that lighting. That's how I got that root beer colored paint to pop on Thomas Townsend's
That's
Toyota.
Right.
That's a hard color to shoot too. And here's
it was.
Yeah, and you can't
It
get
seems that something gonna totally change. So we nailed it though. Like I was happy as hell with it.
well at Camp and Drag. You can't get anyone to get up to do a morning shoot.
Fuck no.
I don't want to get up and do a morning shoot. I'll be honest. Like, like I'll do it. Trust me. But I mean, that's the business. But man, like most of us know, Camp and Drag. If you've ever been, it's mornings aren't exactly happening all that much. It's more the evening and through the day. So, but
most definitely. So when you're out taking pictures and you're looking for trucks and whatever you're trying to shoot, what do you look for? Like what grabs your attention?
Basically, if it grabs my attention, not to sound cliche, but I want it to stand out in a sense, but also there's so much out there though that also is just clean as can be that needs featured. I mean, there's so much feature worthy stuff, but I am trying to look for a full package. I mean, I'm looking for the body being done. I mean, interior, the bed, the engine bay. So I know there's some of them like Jason Clark. I wanted to feature him though because his just stood out of the box so much. He has that Nissan Frontier that he shoved a Skyline motor into. So I mean, that was kind of like one of our first quote unquote under construction builds. So I didn't label that yet because I want more lined up before I started just labeling them as a under construction build. But no, stand out of the box, make it clean, make it stand out. So
now
I need it.
That's was always one of my favorite parts in mini trucking was the construction zone. Have you ever thought about doing something like that in the mag?
Absolutely. It's something that honestly is in the works, but kind of like we touched on a little bit before, I want to make sure I have things lined up, and it's not just like, okay, one issue and then we did it and then let's hope to do it maybe down the road. I want to be able to keep it consistent and a part of the magazine. So behind the scenes, we have people looking for them. So, and hell, make this a shout out. If you have something you're building out of the box, message me, message our team. Like, I want to know about it. So,
and that's cool because I didn't think about that, but as I was thinking about bringing that question up, I was trying to remember if I can remember seeing under construction rides, and they're not as prevalent as they used to be.
They're not. They are, but they're not, because kind of in a weird sense with social media, even stuff isn't hidden as much as it used to be back in the day. Like back in the day, you'd go to a show and all of a sudden you're seeing a whole bunch of shit you've never seen before, like because it's being brought out for a debut. Now you're seeing the whole build process on Facebook the whole time or so forth, which isn't bad, but it's just kind of changed the game a little bit, I guess. So
yeah, I didn't think of that.
Even like LST. I mean, I follow a lot of what's going on, and I could almost predict like your 10 major cars that were going to be at LST or your trucks. You know what I mean? I mean, you could almost predict it now.
LST was deceiving. Like when you first walk in, you see everything, but then you just keep walking and walking and walking and realize that fairground's a lot bigger than you thought it was. I mean, there's buildings full of trucks. I mean, like there was basically like a whole building full of C10s, like it was C10 Nation under there.
Oh, yeah.
That was funny because Kevin and I walked in there and we're like, we're in hell.
There's so many
There's
C10s.
A lot of lifted stuff and so forth, but man, there was a lot of nice lowered stuff there. I mean, seeing like the C10 that Bob Grant had his hands on and so forth. I mean, the truck that won Best of Show also. I mean, the metal fab in that is unreal. Like, but there's a lot of nice shit there. That's no question. I mean, kudos to Todd Hendricks and Lonnie Ford. I mean, they bring some of the nicest shit out around the nation. And actually, hell, not to plug the magazine, but LST coverage is what I was working on right now. So that'll be in issue 18 for all you guys that follow the magazine. So.
Yes, I didn't get to go this year, so it'll be nice to see that.
Yeah. I mean, we went last year, and I feel like that show, if you try to walk that whole show, just walk, don't stop and look, it probably takes a solid 45 minutes to an hour just to walk around that whole property. It's huge.
Easily.
It's huge.
And it is, like you said, it is really deceiving because the building's in the middle. You think, oh, I've done it all. And then you realize on the other side of the buildings, there's a whole other section.
There's a whole field.
Oh, yeah. Well, hell, I found out Saturday there was even a section that I missed. Like, I was looking for some of my friends from, like, Acrophobia, and I couldn't find their trucks. Like, there was a whole section I found out I missed way in the back. So, I mean, but no. The show's huge, to say the least. But a lot of quality, though.
There is a lot of quality.
But hell, the bad thing is just you're walking around it, like you start talking to people and so forth. Like I feel bad because there was people I intended on seeing and meeting and so forth, and we crossed paths and weren't able to meet. Like I think shows need to be like a full week long or something. So time.
Oh, even it, because we met the first time I met you was at Dropped and Destroyed. And it's like sensory overload. I mean, the whole day you were just bouncing back and forth and taking pictures and talking to people. That's got to be exhausting.
It is, but it's fun. I mean, I love what I do. Like, it's one of the, I don't know. I don't complain at all. I work a lot, I don't sleep a lot, but I love it. I ain't gonna lie. So.
And that's really what it is about, is the people. You know, we had World of Wheels here in Chicago last weekend, and I don't think I spent nearly as much time walking around looking at stuff as I did talking to people.
Oh, yeah.
And that was the best part of it.
And I put in for that show. That show is a nightmare. It's like the bureaucratic nonsense of getting in, and it's like the whole weekend was like overload. I was so that was the most exhausted I've ever been from a show, because it's just nonstop with people, you know?
Mm-hmm.
We did it, gosh, what was it, probably 4 or 5 years ago now. We put Betty in here, the Sonoma behind us. Actually, when my wife owned it, we put it in there, and it snowed the whole weekend and everything. So just even like unloading and bringing it in and everything, like it was a nightmare. But trying to do a car show or get to one in Indiana in like February it's tricky. So
yeah.
I've always wanted to make it out to that one in Indiana, but I never have. It looked like, from what I've seen from a lot of the pictures, it's a little more organized than it is in Chicago. But I think Chicago is finally starting to get it and see that you have to put things together. Because I think if I'm not mistaken, you've got like all the mini trucks are kind of together, the lowriders and whatnot. They've got different halls and whatnot.
Yeah, they are like a Gage magazine. They have the Gage booth hall. They basically have a whole building, so that's where you'll see basically a lot of our stuff, like the mini truckers, all the lowered stuff, and all that jazz. I mean, they usually have like a stage set up in there. There's like a small concert and so forth, but now they'll have like a whole nother building for like the rat rods and so forth, and then like the main buildings, like all your big builds and so forth, all your showcase builds will be front and center for everybody also.
Right.
But yeah.
Well, and the other nutty part about that show is it's not just people who are into mini trucks. That's general public. I mean, there's people who don't go to car shows that go to World of Wheels. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So it's like that's a whole nother element to that show, too, to any of those World of Wheels or Autoramas.
Oh, it is. And I was sad, actually. I missed the Detroit Autorama. So we had a wedding that we were shooting at the same time, so we weren't able to make it, but... Yeah,
we wanted to make that one as well, and with having Chicago the next weekend, we just couldn't pull it. I think he was ready, but I wasn't.
I was barely ready. I was buttoning it up the weekend before, so.
I wanted to. Mike Murray I wanted to because Mike Murray was in town. He's down from Florida and stuff. He runs he has a show After Dark down here and so forth. He used to do Slam Fest, but he's the guy from Our Lifestyle, the podcast that he's the mayor on there that a lot of people may know.
Yeah, so, we bring that up here and there.
Yeah, I follow their podcast is actually one of the reasons we're doing this, because I was sitting there watching or listening to him one day going, man, I wish I could do this. And then I went, well, I know all the XB people, so I'll just do it with this. So that's kind of how I started. So I follow them guys quite a lot. And, dude, that's what I look forward to during the week is Friday to be able to get their next episode.
Oh, I know. Jason, I mean, Jason ODB and Mike the Mayor, they keep killing it. They're awesome people too. So, but no, kudos to you guys. I mean, it's just, you have an idea. I always tell people, run with it. I mean,
Well, and that's great with inspiration with you, like you were saying with you and your wife. Your wife had this idea, and you guys kind of got together. And you know, what better to have a photographer and a freaking graphic artist under the same roof? You know, you really don't need anything else to make a magazine. So and that's what we're trying to get out to these other people. You know, especially with the XB world. You know, it's kind of limited. It's not quite where mini trucking world is. But, you know, we can look at mini trucking world for influences, and that's kind of what I want them to see is, you know, just a quick idea and boom, you know, you've got a magazine and you've been at it for, 4 years in print and a couple years online. So that's an amazing story.
oh, I mean, like it is. That's why I tell people, you have an idea, run with it. But no, and even the XBs, God, that's one thing also that I like about XBs. You'll see them wide across the board. I mean, you'll see some of them stand out and so forth, or hell, you see some even lifted out there, a few of them, but there's a lot of like mini truck inspired XBs out there. Actually, we featured an XB in the magazine. Roberto, I'm gonna screw up his last name, like Garian or something. He's out in California. He had the brown one, the chopped XB truck. So
I must have missed that one.
Yeah, I think I missed that issue too, but
you can't think of a better XB to feature either, and that is truly, well, you know what, he's got a little bit of mini truck, a little bit of lowrider, and a lot of XB, obviously, but
the engraving work is
good. Oh, it was a good mix. He's got, and the engraving, yeah, that guy goes crazy with the engraving work, so he's got touches to the lowriders in there for sure.
And you know, go ahead.
Does he still have the V8 XB, or what's...
He has it, but I've heard he's trying to sell it. I don't know if anybody has put together the money to do so, but it's kind of disheartening because I figure if anybody could finish it, it would have been him.
I know. Like, that's one build that I think for many of us that have been in the XB world for a while, like, a lot of us kind of wanted to see finished for quite some time. So, but
he just got back the brown one that you guys featured. He sold it off. He kind of parted it out, and now I think he's rebuilding that one again.
Yeah, I heard he got that back, so I don't know if that's why he's getting rid of the V8 one, but no. He's a super nice guy, so whatever he does is top notch, that's for sure.
Well, I think he also got a Tacoma. I don't know if it was for him or his girlfriend or wife or whoever it is. I don't know that much about it, but I've seen a green Taco that he's got, which is amazing too.
Oh yeah, that's his wife. So no, they're a full family of it as well. So that's hers, and then he's got the XBs. So yeah, they're both in it.
That's cool.
I mean, even Dustin, I think he's got 2 other trucks too. I think he's got a square body S10.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's got something.
That's another person we'll have to have on here before long.
I'd love to have that guy on.
What else you got, Peter? Yeah, he's a great dude.
Oh, he's good. Well, him and his wife, they even help us with the magazine. Michelle helps us out with pictures and so forth. But she's a hell of a cook too. If you ever want to make friends with somebody, like make friends with her at a show, she'll fill you up.
That's cool.
Yeah. So who all of you ran into XB wise out at these shows? Because you hit all of them for the most part.
Oh gosh, I mean, this is gonna sound bad, but like I'm bad with names and so forth. But
that's okay.
We are too.
We're real bad with names.
A lot. I mean. But a lot of them are like Dustin Boone and so forth. I mean, a lot of them, Bob Clark, ran into him. He's kind of even local to us, but got to run into him. I don't know. You stumped me on that one. Sorry.
That's all right. Well, I got to thank you for that. You know, you've given Raylan Box a lot of love in there. You throw me in the readers' rides a time or two and whatnot, and I got to thank you for that. It's always great. You know, I never got to well, I can't say I never got to. I did make it with that one in mini trucking in the reader's ride as well, but the dream was always to get in print. So it's always great to be able to see, there's definitely something different about seeing your car in a freaking magazine than just seeing it online. And I got to thank you for that.
Oh, absolutely. No, and I love hearing that because, I mean, that's even why we did it. I mean, digital's awesome, but even for us, like me and Beth, like there's just something seeing it in print, holding it in print, you can go back and show people that easy. Like you're not worried about trying to find that link or something instead. So
Right.
I'm with you on that.
I love railing box, honestly. Like chopping shit up and doing shit different, like that's right up my alley. So I love seeing a bodied XB, somebody going for that. Like, yeah, I'm all for it.
I'm really wishing we could get some more people out there to do it. You know, I pushed the limits to do it, and you know, I keep seeing all these trucks, and I'm like, I like the trucks, but man, I want to see another bodied one out there.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm surprised nobody has, like, because you got to admit too, the price of XBs came way the hell down. I mean,
right?
You can buy an XB for now. Well, if you can find one that's in decent shape and cut it the hell up and go to town. I mean, there's some around here for a couple grand all day. I mean, they have 200,000 miles, but hell, mine has 200,000 miles. I mean, drive the piss out of it. They'll run forever. I mean,
right.
You know, I was going to ask you about yours. I mean, because I know you drive yours everywhere, and you already said you had 200,000, but...
Oh, yeah. It's my daily. Like, that bitch goes rain, snow, sleet, shine. Like, she's a trooper. Like, and she's got beat up quite a few times, but that's why I call her Rihanna. I say she's black, she's beautiful, but she's been hit a few times. But yeah.
And the other thing too is you're on air, right? Aren't you on Randodes?
Oh yeah, it's a Randode. His Elite strut kit up front with the KYB inserts, spherical top hats. Oh shit, and the rear bags are universal, but it's also got Randode's lower cups and then his flat plate bracket for the top mounting bracket. And actually what makes mine lower in the back is Kenny Morgan did all the work on it after me and him traded for the Ranger. But what makes it lower is he cut off the spring perch mounts to put on and then put in those back brackets on the top. So I get asked that question all the time when people see mine laid out in the back, like, how am I tucking so much? And that's how that extra little bit got tucked in the back. So
that's actually going to be my next move, to get the back to drop.
So are you tubbed in back as well?
No.
Wow.
What are you running for wheels? Like, what size wheels are you running?
They're 17.7s, American Racing, Aero Force, I think they're called. Aero something. Shit, I'm bad on the name. But they're only 17 by 7s. I had a set of 18s also for it, but they fit under it and tucked beautifully, but I ended up selling those to actually another XB buddy that's here local, so let him have a set of wheels, and I just have a set of Steelies for it also, some 15s to run. But
well, that's funny, because I always thought those were 18s. Those wheels look huge on there.
Yeah, they do. I didn't know they were 17s.
Beautifully under it. But no, they're 17s. A lot of people think they're 18s, but I'd like to get a set of 18s, but I need just a little bit more meat on the tire. So
I'm with you on that. I know those roadways out there are brutal.
Oh, the roads suck here in Indiana. Like right now, it's warming up. Potholes are everywhere and so forth. So, hell, actually, potholes were so bad last year. I actually ramped my fucking box off of like where a pothole got smoothed over. It was raised up too high and I was way too low. I smacked it so hard the two sides of the wheels came off the ground and screwed up I had to get it realigned and all this other shit. But it is. I mean, she's a trooper. Like I said, she's been beat up a few times, but. She keeps going.
And that's amazing, you know, because they are that way. You know, I beat the shit out of railing box, you know, hit everything. And, you know, like what you were saying, I hit something like that and ended up pulling the freaking oil plug out of the bottom and losing the motor. But, you know, you throw another motor in it, fucking thing keeps going.
Mine's still original motor, knock on wood. So, but yeah, like it's got 206,000 miles on it now. So just turned 200 not too long ago. So.
That's awesome.
And I'm proud to say I put over 100 of it on it myself. So over the time I owned the box. So like I said, and that's what I missed about the thing. It was just so reliable. Like when I got rid of it, I just wanted it back. Like, I mean, I trusted that thing anywhere. I mean, now me and my wife we drove it all the way down to Florida. Like even took it to Heritage, like our first mini truck show we went to together and so forth. I drove the piss out of it to Scion Exposed. You want a random story?
There you go.
Back when I was running Psychotics here in Indy, I was supposed to set up for all of our team, and we were going to go out to Scion Exposed out in Cincinnati. They had a show underneath tunnels out there. Well, I was bad and slept in too much. So all of a sudden my team's calling me and they're like, where the hell you at? Like, it's time to go. Like, I slept through it. Like, they're already hit the road. Like, but I ended up getting in the box. There's no way I should have made it there in time. I literally had that pedal to the floor the whole time.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know the box would go that fast and stay around 100 the whole time, but like I made it to Cincinnati in like an hour and 30 minutes or something.
Holy shit.
That's cruising. That's cruising.
Oh, every time I tried to settle down, I just stomped it a little bit more and just kept it going. So she'll take a beating. Don't be afraid to drive your shit.
Oh, and the XBs too, especially the first gens for sure. They're famous for taking mileage. I know there's a guy who's got $500,000 on an XB. We have another guy locally, James. His has over 300,000. Yeah, he's on the original motor. I have an XA, which is the same fucking thing, and mine's got 287,000 on the original motor. But it's got a rebuilt trans.
And I blow up mine when it's got less than 100,000 miles on it.
Yeah, but you're not a normal. You're not a normal situation, my friend.
Oh, that's funny. What else you got, Peter? Welcome back. What'd you think? Are you going to go buy a mini truck now?
I didn't need any convincing, so
I'll tell you what, man, it was really great to talk with Rich.
He's great to talk to. He's wonderful.
And
he's a delight.
It really is great to be able to see and to see somebody as humble as him. I kind of put him on a pedestal. I'm sure he doesn't want to hear that, but it's great to see that people can still be that way. And like I said in the videos, he's like, if you guys got the freaking idea to do it. We've said that before with your car. It's just metal, cut it, or whatever else you want to do. But it's the same with anything. If you're good with a camera, dude, make it that. You might, like he said, he don't weld or do any of that. He's still got killer rides, but you know what? you got to work to make that money and make it happen. So get out there. It'd be great to see more video casts. It'd be great to see more body drop XBs. Or whatever else you want to do, you know. I really don't know of too many photographers that are out there in the XB world. I know we kind of draw from from import world, but you know, if there is, I know Jeffrey left. And we're gonna have him on.
Oh, he's good. He's good
it'd be great to see that. So get out there, do what you want, and hopefully you guys got a little bit of, you know, momentum out of that, as well as you'll hit up some mini truck shows, because we'd like to see you guys out there. We're XB guys, and we want to meet you guys. Doesn't matter if you got the tilty wheels or the tucking wheels, or your wheels just stay in one spot. I don't care. So we're going to keep it short. We're just going to go into we got to thank our sponsors. We got to thank Rando again. He's always great to have him around and to know about his products. So if you guys really need anything, hit him up for sure. The best struts on the market, and then items that you can't get anywhere else. We are going to do that video as soon as the weather breaks on those bumper mounts and whatnot.
It's getting there. It's about 40 right now. We're warming up.
It would have been a good day today if we had our freaking chickens.
Yeah, we got snow out there.
Yeah, I know.
It's still snow out there.
But, you know, we're going to do that stuff. We're going to actually do a lot of tech on stuff this winter. And you know what? This summer. We may end up getting to a point where, and I'm not sure how it's going to work, because obviously these are taking a lot of time. We may end up taking the summer and just doing tech on some things, because God, who knows? We've got Raylan Box, we've got the second gen here, we got yours, we got, you know, Dust Creature that's all going to get some work.
I'm still unshitboxing the XC too.
I got to get caught up on some other stuff. So at some point we may have to take a short pause and from this, but we'll still put out some content. But yeah, we want to do that video. We want to get that out there to push the Randoed products, because we love them and want to share it to you guys, because you will not understand the quality of it. And you know, everybody gives him a hard time. He's a little slow, but you got to think, this is a guy, he's just like the rest of us.
They're handmade in the USA by one guy.
He's working, he got a kid, things take time. So
yeah.
Wicked Knobs. I've been getting hit up with some knobs. If you guys are interested in knobs, let me know. I do have one order in that I'm making for somebody that hit me up, and it was great to talk to him. So I got to dust off some of that stuff and paint some knobs up. We did get, and I will post up some pictures of both Brian's and Pee-wee. Pee-wee both got his up.
Dude, at World of Wheels, the Billet Specialties guy came over. You know what grabbed his attention? The knob. He was so into it.
That's
he was
cool.
out there shooting pictures. Yeah, it was crazy. He's like, I'm like, well, what grabbed your attention? He's like, the shift knob.
See, and that's what I say.
Mine is fucking dope.
The interior, that's it. And I see a lot of guys out there that are buying some kick-ass shit, you know. But I'm going to tell you what, it's a little bit different. You know, I understand my price is a little up there on it. But you know what? This is not an off-the-shelf item. When it's done, it's made for you. If you're in psychotics, you're in negative camber, you're in whatever club you got, you want your logo on there, I can paint it on there, and it's done. You can't get that off the shelf and whatnot. And
No.
That's what I want to do. I don't have them sitting here waiting for you guys. I want you guys to show up and say, hey, I've got an XB1. It is camouflage green. Can you paint this to match? Fuck yeah, I can. And I'll look at it and go, hey, you got some of this carbon fiber. You want me to duplicate that? I can duplicate that.
Can you do carbon fiber?
I don't know why not.
I guess you.
I've seen some ways of doing it. Well, Brian's
doing it paint wise is kind of nuts.
Brian's has got silver leaf on it, so.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
yeah.
Dude, that's so crazy. I hit that and like the lighting changes. I'm sorry about that, guys, but yeah, if you guys need a knob, hit me up, and I make them to order. You know, what I do with them, and I don't know if most people know this, when you order one, I send you pictures of the whole process. That way, if you're like, hey, I don't want that green, I don't like blue, I don't like that, change it, done. It's not going out until it's perfect. And that's why I've had people ask, well, you guys got any scratch and dent ones? Nope. Everything's made to order, man. It's what you want. Boom. It's perfect. And it goes out.
Are people asking like for any ones that were like defective or something? No, that's not how this works here. There's not like a shelf of these things sitting here.
No, and I understand, guys. It's 90. I usually start at $95 for a shift knob. That's a lot of money for a shift knob, but
It is, but they're fucking gorgeous when you get
this
them.
isn't one that's off the shelf. This is made for your vehicle. How much can you spend on something that is one off? And
In the one-off world, $100 for something that's hand painted and hand made.
That's
is not
$95
terrible.
for about 4 hours of my time.
That's a good value, really. Like in the real world, like go anywhere and go see how much a labor hour costs on something.
At my body shop, $35 an hour.
That's not bad either.
For 4 hours, what, you're over almost $200?
Yeah.
And that's hand painted. So anyway, I'll get off that. What else we got? Motivar, Steve Ball, man, I'm telling you what. Shirt's amazing. And that was a simple picture that I just sent him over. I think it was through Messenger. Boom. On that shirt.
Did you send that through Messenger?
I think so.
It looks pretty good, resolution-wise, so.
Maybe it wasn't through Messenger, but
either way, it looks good.
It's definitely sent through the interwebs, and he got it, and he turned it into a shirt. So if you've got something out there and you want a shirt made, hit him up, man. Great guy. He'll help you out and hook you up and give you a quality product, And it's another guy that is within the scene, and we want to definitely give him some support. These fucking things, the koozies, are fucking amazing. These are special order ones. If you guys want one of these, you got to hit him up and get one because these are fucking badass. So definitely any of that print stuff, stickers, even those little rendering things.
Did he send stickers in that box?
He did not send stickers in that box.
Steve, I need 2
black
gloss black Motivar stickers. No red R. Thank you. I'll hit you up soon.
He did say he's got something special coming for us. Ooh. Said we better have our shitting pants on, is what he said.
Yeah, that's not good. All right.
So, Motivar, Box Lifestyle, dude, we love you guys. Thank you guys so much for all your help and stuff that you've done for us. We would not look this fabulous without you. Maybe we should get some more money so buy some makeup.
Fal's going to be our makeup artist.
We thank you guys a lot for that. So definitely hit them guys up. They got some keychains and that are on clearance. I actually wanted to I forgot I was going to order one of them and whatnot.
He's got stickers. He's got shirts. He's got cool shirts.
He's got cool shirts. So definitely. And these guys are probably one of the biggest in the freaking box world right now.
I'm pretty sure they are.
So definitely hit them guys up. And don't forget, there's a website there. They have content on a website.
Instagram, boom, right at the top of the page, links you right over.
Go over there, check it out. He's got features on stuff and whatnot. And yeah, that just reminded me that I talked to him about doing a feature on Raylan Box, and it's still not going yet. So sorry.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, definitely hit them guys up. Great products. Show them some love. Keep them guys going, because if you feed them, they're going to feed us, and we're going to just keep going. And you know what? We don't need fucking Scion's help anymore. We're going to fucking do this. Dark Side Embroidery. Brian, dude, I'm telling you what, that guy fucking kills it. We've always got, is that his hat?
No, unfortunately it's not.
No, but that's why it's a work hat.
That's, if you look, this one is like, fucked. It's really fucked.
He did this one, and great guy. I'm telling you what, guys, you need a hat. You could go to Lids. You'll spend like fucking $50 on a
Fuck Lids. Lids is terrible. Just go to Brian. You want a hat that's embroidered, go to Brian. I guarantee you he'll do you better.
You'll get what you want, your logo, whatever you want done on it, off center, maybe on this side. Dude, didn't he even print on
you can follow his Instagram. His Instagram, he posts all the cool stuff he makes.
Yeah, definitely hit up his Instagram, Darkside Embroidery.
He's doing
a
lot of club stuff now. He's doing businesses. He's doing all of it.
He's also on Facebook. I think I've got him linked on the thing there, but you can look him up. But I think he also, didn't he embroider on a freaking trucker hat on the back?
I think something like that, yeah. He's learned how to really use that machine to do all the cool shit. So,
and he can do anything. If you want your name stitched on your headline or on your the back of your headrest, boom, he can do it. Your freaking Japanese heavy pillow things, put your name on it.
The Junction Produce pillows.
He can do that. Anything that fits in his loom, he can do. So if you guys need anything, definitely hit him up. Club jackets. I know a lot of you guys in the import world may not be into that. Club jackets are huge in mini truck world. Show off your club. Show off
anything but import world jackets are a thing.
I think so. What you guys got to jump on that, man. You guys got to show your love for your club because that's what it's all about, right? Nah, it's all cool. But yeah, clubs are cool. Speaking of clubs, we sat down and hung out with some guys at World of Wheels with the clubs.
Fuck yeah.
Envious. It was great talking to those guys and whatnot, and it's always cool to see that.
Yeah.
So, Psychotics, you guys are out there. Is Scion Evolution even alive anymore?
No, I don't think so.
I don't know.
I haven't looked at it.
I think everybody's leaving, but anyway. But that's that, guys. Dude, it's like 10 minutes.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow. What the hell happened?
Think that nails it, right? I started talking about knobs.
Don't get me going about the knobs. How the hell did we get a Sunny D here?
That's foul. That's
foul. Oh, this is my daughter's beer right here, she said. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. We're going to split this one up in two like we did last time. We'll do 2 and 2. Do you guys remember that? Probably not. Anyway, but we'll split it up. You get to see a good portion of Mr. Rick right now. Rich. Why can't I get that right?
Dude, I don't know.
It's
and usually I'm the one that fucks everything up. It's all right. I'll stand here and correct you.
I'll just let you do it from now on. But we got Rich. He's on here. Great guy. Great interview. You get to see a good portion of that. We got another section of it coming, and we're doing Saturday morning cartoons. That's what we're doing. I'm pushing it for Saturday morning. If AT&T will hold out, we will get it to you on Saturday mornings.
It doesn't seem to like to work on Monday.
No, it doesn't.
I don't like to work on Monday either, but you know.
Hey, it's Saturday morning. You don't have to get out of bed. You can just freaking put it on your phone and be like, dude, I'm telling you.
I throw it up on the TV now.
I'm telling you, next week, Pee-wee and I are going to do pajamas and cereal.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Maybe I'll even have one of those hats.
I'm going to have to come out in my underwear.
Please don't. Don't want to see that.
It can only help our viewership.
I don't think it can.
It may not.
Anyway, guys, thanks for watching once again. We really got to appreciate it. And do that thing that you do. Hit that subscribe button.
Like, share, subscribe.
And share for us, please. Helps us get us out there. And we'll just keep growing. And then if you show us the love, we'll return it. And we just keep going and keeping the Scion thing alive. Thank you guys very, very much for everybody out there for your comments. And I will shut the fuck up.
What up, y'all? Yeah, soundtrack, what's poppin', baby? Woo! Y'all ain't know, I go by the name of Lupe Fiasco, representing that first and 15. Yeah, and this one right here, I dedicate this one right here to all my homies out there grinding. You know what I'm saying? Legally and illegally. You know what I'm talking about? So, check it out. First got it when he was 6, didn't know any tricks. Matter of fact, first time he got on it, he slipped, landed on his hip and busted his lip. For a week he had to talk with a list like this. Now we can end the story right here, but shorty didn't quit, it was something in the air. Yeah, he said it was something so appealing, he couldn't fight the feeling, something about it. He knew he couldn't doubt it, couldn't understand it. Branded, since the first kick flip he landed. Labeled a misfit, a bandit. Cocoon, cocoon, His neighbors couldn't stand it, so he was banished to the park. Started in the morning, one stopped after dark. Yeah, when they said it's getting late in here, so I'm sorry, young man, there's no skating here. And so we kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, coast. And away he rolled, just a rebel to the world with no place to go. And so we kick, push, kick, push, kick.